Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Kakadash. Now, when you look at what's going on in the world, America, all over the world, um, this great awakening that's happening, according to Ezekiel 37, around about the 10th verse, Revelations 11 and 11, it's talking about this great awakening where the Israelites was going to wake up. So when you look at it and you compare it to the so-called Christianity church, it's documented information that anybody can go and research. All they got to do is go into Google and research how many people die every day. Okay, you're going to get an estimated 100,000, 150,000, something in that range. Everybody that's dying or recorded to be dying every day. Then when you go into the specifics of America, where most of the awakening is happening, you see mostly these so-called Christianity peoples passing away. Pastors dying from COVID, Jehovah's Witness dying from COVID, dying from getting robbed, and dying from all types of ways. You see, but you do not see a practicing Israelite population passing away. You see, they either die from old age, which most of them are young people, and the young people are not dying, because this goes back to the Lord being a man of his, God of his word. And he said, if you obey me, let's go into these curses real quick. All right, when you go into the blessings, let's see here. Look at verse 6. Blessed shall thou be when thou shalt come in, and blessed shall thou be when thou goest out. The Lord shall cause your enemies to rise up against you, to be smitten before your face. So even if you have enemies, they're going to die before you die. You see? And so this is talking about the whole nation. But when you look at the practicing Israelites who believe in keeping the laws, they are not passing away. Now, when you go into Psalms, let's get 91. It say, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in whom will I trust. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. That go that pestilence. You didn't see a bunch of Israelites dropping dead, even though they wasn't taking these people medicine. They wasn't dropping dead. You don't see them getting gunned down in the street. You don't see them getting killed by domestic violence. You don't see them getting robbed and randomly murdered in car accidents and all this kind of. You just don't see it. These people are visual. You can see them. They're in certain camps. If they're not in the camp, they visualize being visual, and most people know them. And when the news report come out, they gonna pretty much say that these people was a part of this sort of kind of organization. Plus, the Israelites would hear, oh, this person died, and they was believing they wasn't a part of a camp, but they still was believing, and we knew of them. You don't see this, but people claiming to be a Christian and they walking up in these harlot houses, they dropping dead all over the place. Now, look at verse 4. It says, He shall cover you with his feathers, and under his wings shall you trust. His truth shall be your shield and buckler. See, the truth that the Israelites is God's chosen people and they got to keep his commandments. This is what's shielding them from being murdered, killed, dropping dead. Because who is doing the killing? Let's read verse 5 and then I'm going to who doing the killing. It says, Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor by the arrow that flieth by day. And that's going into the nuclear missiles that's coming to America. Nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness. See, that's this monkeypox and COVID, whatever, and any other kind of disease that pops up. Nor for the destruction that wastes at noonday. See, the nuclear missiles might come around about noonday. But let's go into who doing the killing. Just understand why is they having a shield and why is this truth protecting them. 39 it say, See now that I am he, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive, I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. So the reason the Israelites, who is obeying God and his commandment and believing in the faith of Yahushua, who they ignorantly call Jesus Christ, because that's the truth. They believing in the truth, and God is not killing them. You see, this is why the Israelites is not being heard, being dropping dead, and getting in all these accidents. They're not having funerals all around. Oh, the Israelite, he was an Israelite preacher and he died, and all these people going to the funeral. You ain't seeing this. Look for it, and you ain't gonna find it. Proverbs 29:26. Many shall seek the ruler's favor, but every man's judgment cometh from the Lord. And see that the ruler's favor, this is what these people are doing. Most of them are trying to seek the ruler's favor, but they not understanding that the real ruler is the Most High. See, they following the beast, the man of sin, the son of destruction, the so-called white man. They following him, trying to seek his favor. But you have a real ruler that you're not seeking his favor by keeping his commandment. Look at 28. It says, evil man understand not judgment. See, they don't understand that the Most High is doing the killing. They think people are randomly just dropping dead, and it ain't got nothing to do with how you keeping his commandments and who you are. It says, but they that seek the Lord understand all things. See, the Israelites understand that the ones that's having this awakening and waking up, they not dropping dead. Look at verse 9. He that turneth away his ear from hearing the law, even his prayer shall be an abomination. So they turning their ears from hearing the law. They following Christianity, the Muslims, African religion, any kind of other philosophy. They following those things, and the Lord not hearing their prayers, and he putting them to death. You see, but this is what people are not gonna understand, because they are indulging in evil deeds. I'm gonna end on John 3, around about the 16th verse. That's not 16. No, definitely not 16. 3 and 20. It says, for everyone that doeth evil hateth the life. See, he don't put them to death just because they being so-called disobedient, or they making mistakes, because that's how the Christian church tries to push it. Oh, we just making mistakes. No one can be perfect and all this kind of stuff. No, they hate the light. See, neither come into the light lest his deeds should be reproved. So they don't want to be reproved. They don't want to look at his law and his rule and his instruction and say, oh, that's how he want me to do it, and let me do it his way. They don't want to do that. You tell them about pork, shrimp, lobster, crabs, how they dressing, what they observing, what they believing in, and they will dismiss you and hate your reproof. Well, that's Amos. Let's get Amos. I ended on that. Amos 5:15. It say, hate the evil and love the good. Okay, it's not 15. It's not that. Was Amos or Hosea? Oh, Amos 5:10. Salakia. They hate him that rebuke in the gate. They abhor him that speak uprightly. So they don't just hate the light, they hate the person that's rebuking them. You see, they hate the person that's telling them, this is how you do it, this is what you're supposed to be doing. And they hate it, and this is why the Lord is killing them. Let me go ahead and get it specifically, because these people hating on another level. See, he say, and repair them that hate him to their face, to destroy them. He will not be slack to him that hated him. He will repay him to his face. So the Lord is really repaying these individuals when he kill them, because he done presented the truth to them multiple times, and they hated the person that was giving them the truth, and they hated the person that was presenting the truth, which was Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. I'm going to leave it there. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Yahweh. Double honors to the elders pushing the truth. Peace to the elect worldwide. Our kingdom is at hand. Shalom.